up, guys? This is Joe Bennett, Redcon 1 Elite Trainer, coming at you with another glute tip. So again, lots of times people just think exercises. They don't think what are they working. So we're gonna have Darielle demo here on a leg press in a minute. Leg press can be used more for quad dominance. You can use it more for kind of hip dominance, so it could be glutes and hamstrings. A lot of it is affected by your setup, and a lot of it is affected about what you're thinking about during the exercise. So the basic rules, just like previous stuff, is one, kind of going back to the first things we talked about, make sure you're isolating the motion that you're actually trying to produce. So we'll see Darielle's deciding where the end of her range of motion is going to be by not letting her pelvis, her hips, or her lower back move off the platform at all. If you're ever performing a leg press and your hips or lower back move, it's no longer coming from your lower body, it's coming from motion at the spine. So as far as depth goes, she's gonna go and let her legs come as far back as she can before her hips move. And then the second cue, which goes for every glute exercise, is out of the bottom. She wants to try and squeeze her glutes and make sure that she's producing the motion from there. Aside from that, the couple things she's gonna do, all other things being the same, if you place your feet higher on a leg press, you're gonna bias your hip muscles to work more. So that'll be one thing to help keep the quads out of it. And then from there, what she's thinking about is very important. So on machines like leg presses and that type of exercise, basically anything can work that's moving. So any muscle around the knee can work, any muscle around the hip can work. So it really depends a lot on what you're thinking. So more on this than thinking about pushing the platform up, she's gonna be thinking about pushing this part of her leg down towards the floor, or in the case of this machine's angle, a little bit more towards the wall. So as a result of her moving that, the platform will move, but that'll just have a different effect than as if she's actually just trying to push the platform up. So go ahead, Darielle. So you can see she's taking her feet pretty high to the platform. She's got a wider stance. You want to take a stance where your knees can go slightly outside of your body, because that'll just get a little bit more range of motion at the hip. That's it. So if you can see, she's choosing a depth. If you look at the top of her hips and her lower back, they don't move an inch. A lot of people think they have to get their thigh as low as they can possibly get it, which she could go lower, but then it's going to be something else moving. Then out of the bottom, all that she's thinking about from the very bottom, she's going to have a little pause, try the best she can to squeeze her glutes, and drive her leg this way, not thinking about pushing the platform up. So this is a great exercise to train the glutes where they're fully lengthened. So we talk about what is the glute actually responsible for. So a lot of hip flexion, a lot of range of motion where the glute is stretched, and also a good opportunity for output. Because her whole upper body is stabilized, she can really handle a lot of load here and really get a lot out of her glutes. Thanks, Darielle.